Howdy there, folks. Welcome to another adventure with Cookie and the Cowboy. Hey, I think somebody's been messing with my trail camera. Might even be broke. Let's go find out. So I got this trail camera set up along this creek, and there's a couple alfalfa fields behind it. It's usually got some deer, some turkeys, coyotes, badger. It's a good location. I set it up down here in the bottom of this creek, and the other day my signal stopped coming through to it, so I pulled it up. And that's the beautiful thing about a cellular camera, is you can pull that signal up from wherever you're at as long as you got cell phone signal. And I looked at it and I got some really strange pictures. Let me show them to you, see if you can figure out what it means. So based off of them pictures, I can tell that something's messed up with my camera, something's jacked with it. So I'm gonna walk down here and check it out and see if we can retrieve it and find out what's happened to the thing. It's gonna be down here in this basin down here, alongside this creek. We're gonna go down this little trail right here. And yeah, sure enough, there's the stand where I had it, where the trails kind of come into the creek, right here. And that trail camera should be hooked up right there. It's gone. And it looks like a couple of the screws have been popped out. And let me just look around here and see if I can figure out what's going on. I'm seeing all sorts of trampled down grass, but yeah, I'm not seeing it anywhere around there. I don't know if it's been stole or what, and I don't see it out in this area here. Well, that's not good news at all. See if any signs over this way at all. And oh, there it is right there. Yeah, the first thing I can tell, the solar panel for it's completely shattered. This is a solar powered camera, and I love these solar powered cameras. I don't have to worry about the battery life, and they work fantastic. These Voopeak ones have just been fantastic for me. Yeah, this has also got the 360 control, so if you're using the cellular, you can move that thing around. If you're not familiar with cellular cameras, they have some pros and cons. The biggest con is you have to have a cellular plan and you have to have signal. But if you got a good place like this where you got cell phone signal, man, they're fantastic. Let me show you a clip that I recorded a few days ago. I was clear up in the mountains doing some security on a ranch, and I pulled up my phone and was checking out this trail camera. Let me show you what I seen then. You know what's really cool about these cellular cameras? I'm about 250 miles away from it right now on the top of a mountain in the middle of nowhere, and I'm checking it to see if any critters have been by. That's a pretty cool feature right there. The other feature I really wanted to test is this has got a starlight night vision to it that's supposed to be really cool, and it will video in color. And hopefully I got some footage on this before it got broken up that can show you the color footage. So I'm going to go ahead and retrieve the stand too, take this home, we'll pull the chip out of it, see what I've got, and then I'll test it out and see if the camera still works and the solar panel still works. But hopefully got some really cool footage that will help me identify the culprit of the destruction of this camera. All right, I'm back at the house. Got the camera. I'll give you a little closer look at that damage to the solar panel. Boy, these solar panels are nice. I don't see any real damage to the camera itself, except for that it's dirty. So I think before I pull the chip, I'm going to go ahead and start the camera up and see if I can hook up to it with my phone. And if so, maybe I can pull some images off the way that I normally would do it. Otherwise, we'll pull the chip out and see what it's got. So let me get that all going. We'll see what happens. Okay, I've got the camera turned on. I've got the app pulled up, and it says that it is online. Take a picture of that so you can see that. So I'm going to go ahead and see and start the app and see what it does. And looky there. There is a, I'm going to turn it on and see if it will video me. Yep, it's starting to record me, so I can manually do that from my phone if you're a long ways away. If you turn it on and are looking around, you can actually start the video yourself if the trigger didn't work properly. And I've got it on recording me right now. That's pretty cool. I'm going to shut that off. So now I'm looking, and believe it or not, up in the upper right hand corner, I'm going to snap another picture of that. It says the solar panel is still charging this camera. So even as mashed up as that is, this must be a tough camera, because it put up with some abuse here apparently. But it says the solar camera is still there. So now I'm going to just check and see what footage we got using this app. I'll bring you back in a second. So unfortunately, it did not record any video of the incident, but it did record a few photos. And looking at those, trying to recreate what happened, this particular photo I'm going to show you right here, if you look close, I can see what looks like two eyes and an ear tag of what looks like to be a Angus cow. That's not surprising. It looks like the farmers moved the cows into that field a day or two after I put the camera up. And it looks like the nose of it is caught in the cord of the camera. So I'm guessing it probably was rubbing up against the camera, got its nose caught in it. The next picture I'm going to show you, you can see a little bit more of the cow from a different angle. I can't tell exactly what angle that is. And then the third picture, it looks like the camera. Fourth, it looks like it's down in the grass. So it's pulled it off of the post when it was hooked to it and deposited it in the grass. And then it just kind of goes dead until I show up, and then it starts to take a few more pictures when I turn it over. So looks like it was a accident created by the cows turned in. That happens sometimes. And my chickens are talking to me right now, letting me know that's true. You hear her over there. She says, yep, I agree. The cows did it. Anyway, so the camera is still working, and even the solar panel is still working. I'll get it all cleaned up. We'll go find us a new location that has no cows in it, and we'll get her set up and we'll get some good video for you. All right, it's all set up right there on that branch overhanging this trail. This will definitely be a Raccoon highway. We'll really be able to test out that night vision, and I'll bet you we get some other critters that'll come through here. Should be a lot of fun. Let's find out what happens.